Alright, looks like we're into the match. Welcome to HutchCC Esports, and tonight we are competing in for the Nationals for chess. Let me double check the standings here.
Did you have your ERG yet?
Sorry about that.
Do you have an ERG yet?
That was before.
Oh, okay. It's just 1v1s. Okay, we only have one. So, I was just double checking to make sure it wasn't like multiple groups like with Smash Bros. But anyway, yep, we're Nationals. I think we're vaguely familiar with chess. Not familiar with the names, so forgive me if I screw up the plays. Yes, I agree, Chunky Monkey. Let's go, Hutch. Let's go, Alex here. Alex, I forgot about you earlier. Alex is playing our HutchCC, and then we have Jonathan Tribby on the opponent's side, and they're from Crowder College, it looks like. So
Singapore is grim, not Cambodia. Where's Gunk Bay at? Because that's where he's from.
I think it's more concerning that you know the name of the town than you do the country.
It technically isn't a town. Fun fact.
Okay. That does not help your case, either way.
Oh god.
Do they increase the time it takes for Blackboard to get a shield out?
Possibly.
Moving the pawn back to
I have a telescope.
7E, it looks like.
Anyways, I'm gonna bum rush this guy now. You'll have fun.
So also apologies. I'll try to first time shotcasting chess, so forgive me if I'm not if I miss stuff on this. I played chess before, so I understand the rules. It's more just a thing of me missing
If I can find him,
what plays are called and stuff. So forgive me for that ahead of time. So I moved pawn up
Where is him?
to E5, captured.
Not to kill him. I want
Was
to
like-
push him on the ground for the whole GQ this time.
Man, trade pawn for pawn. Looks like knight captured by traded knights. Pawn capturing the bishop, or trade bishop for knight. It was like sitting a battery with the pawn there. Well, wait, batteries with two rooks, I think. So never mind, or two bishops.
You
But
like cheese?
yeah, Wales like defending the pawn with the rook. Queen moved up. White queen moved up.
Anyways.
How did I get
Cringe!
So let's see.
Cringe! What is that drip?
Looks like bishop. Moving up.
I've seen the better fashion from Caden.
So let's see.
Anyone join? No? Dang. Where's the shot?
It's like did the castle with
Garrett Tierney's on
I did castle with the rook.
What did you do?
So
Silly goose. How dare you not be all knowing? You're a woman, you know everything. If you don't, you change reality to make it true.
we'll see what's
Exactly.
Facts.
Oh, when he say it, it's true, but when I say it, it's false. I see how it is, Zav.
No.
I see how it is. You're playing favorites.
You're just lying to yourself.
Then why is the woman always right in a
looks like
relationship,
still
even when they aren't?
debating on next
Explain
move.
that thing, Devin.
She's not first row.
Then who is right?
Whoever's right at that time.
Oh my god. Unbelievable. Voice chat may be monitored
It's like-
for our privacy
I think
policy.
looks like I'm guessing based on the mouse. Is it bishop? Oh no, moving pawn up. Okay. Move pawn up to 6f. It looks like. Goes like move pawn from to free B. It looks like. Crowler College moved it up.
We're gonna get back to our own today. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I got here at 2:50.
Let me.
Really.
Yeah. Last unpacked came here at 3. Well, not 3, but like 3:20. No one was here. Waited another 30 minutes. Still no one here. Just went back to the apartment.
So can move the rook
I'm
up.
not screaming.
Managed to move the queen out of the way of the rook. So
Oh, sorry.
um.
Because I don't like you.
Let's. I moved one of the rooks up. Or moved the other rook up. Put the rook side by side. Managed to move. Guess I moved the queen. 7G.
What'd you do?
Okay.
Tyler,
So I moved knight up in a response. Sorry if I'm also. Yeah, I'm trying to think in terms of chess moves. The amount of strategy you have to do for chess it still mind boggles me personally. So, but
I'm tracking Cav. Oh, she's not in here.
definitely interesting seeing all the
She's down here by stairs.
movements by players that are way better than me. So, especially so.
Sure, you're right.
Oh, on the right.
Yep, right there, ready.
Oh my god.
So let's.
Cav and
Looks like rook.
kitchen.
Hang on. Well, I think we're gonna swap out shoutcasters here real quick. So we'll switch over in just a sec. Looks like move the queen back up to. I don't know. They probably can't hear me too well, but.
She's in front of that.
Isn't there a second mic to do the
I
thingy?
don't think it's hooked up properly. We're having some Testing? Okay, yep. Okay, there we go. It was working.
Take the telescopic.
Yeah, it was working.
Alrighty.
So that's okay. Looks like. Yeah, looks like Alex is back up on debating his next move.
Alright, sorry, which one?
So black is us,
Okay,
Alex, and
so
then
it's Alex.
white's it's, our opponent. So
Okay.
Put it down.
looks like yep, Alex is next, defending one rook of another.
I know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Are you familiar with chess? Like how?
Very vaguely.
Like okay, you know like how the pieces move.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know like the rooks are
Yeah.
straight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know how the name of the moves.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am. I know some of the general strategies. I don't claim to be an expert in chess though.
Right, and I know the rules for the most part.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Attacking
Oh damn.
trade of rooks there, it looks like.
Anyways, I'll change it up to roasties.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What's setting up the other rook? Looks like I almost could go for the other rook, but I believe that leaves it open for the queen.
Yeah, I'll put him in line for the queen to take his rook.
But unless there's
Don't solve it, yeah? Okay, good.
it looks like I moved the rook back. Okay.
Are y'all already breaching that thing? I wonder.
Bro!
So
That's my bad.
can move the knight up.
I want to bomb the orphanage.
Yeah, I guess that knight is safe there, huh?
Yeah, from what it looks like the knight is safe.
At least right
No,
now.
come
I was gonna come breach him from the top, but I guess I have to do
That's
What?
right.
If the knight stays there and Alex tries to take it, then whatever he uses to take it will be taken out by
Yeah.
that rook. So
So it's
he's got to be careful there.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't
When I do it.
special that much.
Ah! No! Oh, D. That's my bad. I didn't mean to scream.
Oh, interesting.
Anyways.
Oh, what moved up? Oh, the queen was moved to the side. Oh, that's interesting.
She did.
Well, what I think he's trying to do here is if he decides to move the rook over and take the knight, then he's got the queen to take out the rook there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Like, oh yes, there's fuses
Definitely
coming,
interesting. Although, I'm not familiar with chess 1v1 format, but it's like time is becoming a little bit of a worry. Like there's 6 minutes on their side, but there's 3 minutes on us, or just under 4 minutes.
Right.
My skin's better.
Maybe it goes by points then. I'm actually not sure on that. Move the rook up a space. I'm also just trying to think as a chess player, like thinking ahead. I know a few of the moves, like you stack rooks and it's like a battery, I think is what that's called. Like rooks in the same row or column.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know generally. In terms of who's winning, trying to see if there's. I know there's points. I'm trying to see what's claimed here. More pawns, a queen, a rook. Rook, queen, bishop, 4 pawns. I think we're fairly even. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have more pawns. They have a knight. We have a bishop.
How large is that radius?
Both have a rook. Both have a queen. They might be slightly ahead in points technically. Can't remember what the. I think bishop and knights are both free if I remember right. So they're tied on that. So I think they're ahead by pawns. If at least I'm counting right. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, they have one more pawn than we do.
Yeah. So I think they technically claim more points or resource. I can't remember what they call in chess, but tough to say. It's still fairly close to overall, it looks like, at least in terms of the pieces on the board.
Taking the knight away to keep from the pawn taking it.
Yeah. The pawns are doing a good job guarding the right, too, it looks like. That's.
Still Ram's there.
You gotta claim a pawn to open that up for
I just beat. It's the worst
our
thing
pawns to move
ever.
up.
Ram's fully
Right.
by the way.
The rook could take the knight. Our rook could take their knight, but the pawns are set up to. It would be traded. I think rooks are
Yeah,
worth
that's-
more
Defuses
than
it.
knights point wise, so.
Lift.
Well, I mean, I wasn't the one who got killed from that.
Yeah. Hit you up, hit you up, hit you up. No balls. He's running.
So this might be turning into a.
Alright. Green hole.
I see.
Yeah, stand on the freeze. He can't.
Stalemate. Knights moved up.
Damn, I'm ass.
Yeah, I don't know. This
I don't
is-
know if it makes sense, but taking the bishop to
It don't matter.
G4
They don't
and then letting the queen come take it and the rook taking the queen.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That's insane.
Oh, played it differently.
What does that freeze do?
Oh, I see. Because
Hurting on the
that
pawn.
because that
Yeah.
pawn can't move where it's check.
Yeah.
Actually, at that point, it would be checkmate because if he takes the
It would
bishop,
it
then
would at
it's
least force
open.
pressure on the king. So.
He wouldn't be able to move because he would have taken his turn. It would be checkmate.
Good boy, good boy.
Gosh, he's strong. He is strong. Anyways.
He doesn't have
Interesting
balls.
strategy.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, even if that doesn't become a
Anyways.
Let's go. Bid. Bid.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious
From
on
that far away,
what.
that's-
Yeah, it's
now the rook.
threatening with the rook.
If he takes the bishop and takes that pawn, then even if the
Yeah.
even if the king takes it, it's a checkmate.
Some people
Oh.
lose out.
God, I got an Intero.
That's interesting to see how.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm running.
Ow.
Century.
I see where the block can be, and then
Shotgun,
set up for
shotgun, do it.
the rook trade.
God, oh, I'm running Sentry.
Yeah.
Because if he moves the rook here to block, and then
But
Alex takes the rook, then the pawn takes the rook on
Yeah.
our side.
It
So,
kind of depends on what they do here.
yeah,
I know, I need to
Like
get
also-
better at that, that's the thing.
it could be an even trade there, or
It's the perfect place to get better at.
if
Yes, it's a squeak match, it's not ranked.
Is it? Shh, don't tell her that.
ow, it could put a lot of pressure on the king here if
What am I doing? I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Why am I hoping to get
if the opponent doesn't take that bishop, he can move the bishop over here,
Mm-hmm.
and the rook would check him, he'd be forced to take the king, which would save the bishop
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. The bishop, I would say the knight doesn't move, and the bishop could take the knight.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it really just depends on what next move is.
Either way, pressure can be added by Alex with moving that bishop whenever it comes back to his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we'll see how the opponent
Joseph Library, guys.
responds to that move there.
Nope, she
Looks like it's taking him a little bit of time to do. Time limit's almost about
Yeah,
even
definitely,
now.
definitely made up quite a bit of the time there. Yeah.
It's one where you gotta stop and think a little bit about.
There's a couple different kinds of pressure I see here, at least from what I can tell.
Right? No expert on chess, but it looks like a little tricky situation here.
Hmm.
Because the king can only move one at a time, so it cannot move
Yeah.
from where it's at without being put into check. But as soon as the bishop is moved, then
Okay, knight in defense. Okay. Gonna
use the queen. I mean, that makes sense.
use the queen or the rook.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because otherwise the queen would claim. Yeah. So now I believe. Interesting. Okay. It looks like that did leave our king open though. That was a close match.
It really was.
No, but I think it was. I believe it's best of one actually. Or game of one. Yeah, so I guess GG's to Crowder College. That was a interesting match because I need to watch more chess. Is what I learned from this. So, all right. Well, I think that's it for us tonight. So, go ahead and go to the outro. Sorry, the mic's not on there. But thank you guys for tuning in. I believe we'll be back for more.
We have a match tomorrow.
Yep, I believe we have Smash Bros going on tomorrow, and I know there's going to be at least 2 matches for that because there's 2 brackets for that. There's the first winner or loser bracket or whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're actually called in NJCAA, but so I know at minimum we'll have 2 matches at the very least. So. But yep, anyway, GG to Alex, and I guess anyone's tuned in, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. So, otherwise, have a good evening.